They are. It's true. All right. Everything looks set up. Everything's good to go. And let me finish this up here. Can the Spurs make it 4 in a row? We shall see. We soon shall see. The New York Giants news. Another early game. We have a lot of early games on with these East Coast. There's nobody in the chat. I've never seen the chat so quiet. Mario, what's going on? I like Russell Wilson as a Giant. It is an earlier glaze of bacon. Steven, there we go. I was wondering, like, is my chat frozen or nobody here? Oh, Paisan, what's going on? Jay Money, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate the starting lineups. I was able to update Schroeder for Cade Cunningham. I thought Cade would be playing. Larry 50, what's going on? Maxwell, we're not getting into the play-in. We're not. We're too far behind. With Dallas winning and the Suns winning, it's not going to happen. Hey, Coop, what's going on? Detroit basketball. Hope you're having a great day too. And no Cade Cunningham. A late scratch. Stephon Castle in, Cade Cunningham out. So the Spurs actually, without Cade, might have a legit chance of winning this game. I did see Marcus Sasser's on my roster, so I'll keep an eye out for him. I know I'm going to butcher Fontecchio's name, so I'm just going to call him Fettuccine because Fettuccine. I don't know. I'm just finishing up my apologies. I'm finishing up the tags on the short I just did about Russell Wilson becoming a New York Giant. I like the news. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone. We'll see. I'm very curious what Giants fans think of the news. No, there's not any Giants fans here, so won't be able to get that opinion from you. Detroit's not one of the teams we need to win. They are a playoff team, Area 51. They are not one of the teams. You're thinking of the Chicago Bulls, the Miami Heat. Those teams need to win. Detroit is so far. Amar, you are a Giants fan. You're right. It sounds like you like the move. I mean, you might still draft the quarterback. Um, or we're gonna draft is it Travis Hunter, Travis Henry? With the Travis. If Sanders and Ward go 1 and 2, then we draft Travis. I just can't pull his last name. I know it begins with an H. I don't know about that EJV. We are number 9, Maxwell. Let's kick the rear end. Then Travis Hunter. Hunter. I thought it was Hunter, but in my mind was saying Travis Henry for some reason. And I don't know why. And I don't know why. One more tag? Okay. Sure, YouTube. Oh, all right, there we go. The tags are not allowed. Oh, whoops. All right, well, all right. I'm done. Just about. Bring on the. Oh, they'll be here, Bart. They'll be here. Mick probably, but luckily he can scramble. But yeah, he might get killed behind that old line. That's what for one reason the Giants' offensive line has been bad for. Gosh, I want to say Daniel Jones. I think it was ranked 12th-ish. Daniel Jones rookie year, and then since then it's been like between 25 and 30 every single year. It's like 5 years in a row, I believe. 6 years, 5 or 6 years. It's been awful. The Pistons play good without Cade. I didn't know that. Yes, Maxwell, we actually do have needs everywhere. The Giants signed Russell Wilson. It was between him, probably, and Aaron Rodgers. I like the move as kind of a band-aid. I know he's old, he's 36, but I didn't want Aaron Rodgers, who's going to be 42 next season, Mick. I mean, Rodgers would have commanded a much bigger contract, and he's older. So, yeah, I'm good there. I'm good. Gosh, I can't believe it. All right, so Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, it's an improvement over what we had, right? I got to put a comment on the video too. I'm sorry. I know I'm probably annoying you guys. My bad, my bad. Double duty, Spurs fan and a Giants fan tonight. I call you down. Well, that's good to know. That means something good's going to happen with the Spurs tonight. I feel it. By the way, the Spurs are fifth in dunks this year, 411. No surprise. Castle dunks a lot. Wemby, of course, is dunking a ton. We're number 5 without Wemby. We'd probably be top 2. It's a band-aid. It's a band-aid. Stephon Diggs signing with the Pats. Man, he jumps all over the place, doesn't he? I like this, Giants fans. I think that's what I'm going to put as the, yeah. Much more excited about it than the Jameis Winston signing. All right. Yeah, better than Rodgers. Yes, younger. Gillespie, what's going on? Yeah, it actually happened. Younger than A-Rod, Jesus de la Cruz, and it should be a pretty good game tonight. I don't know what to expect. Cade Cunningham is out, so the Pistons starting lineup's gonna be Schroeder, Hardaway, Thompson, Harris, Duran. Jaden Ivey is out for the Pistons. Is he out for the season or? Yeah, they got some injuries there. We got some injuries. Let's shoot the lights out and score 140 plus. I would love that, Chris. Castle might be better than Fox next year. Not offensively, Maxwell, but overall, possibly. I don't want to put that kind of pressure on him yet because De'Aaron Fox is going to be in what his eighth or ninth year. He's a former clutch player of the year, former All Star. Maybe better than him on the defensive end, but offensively, he's got a little ways to go here. Like, ways to go. Botanicals, what's going on? Let's keep it. Hey, our longest winning streak of the year is three. I'm sorry, four. We're on a three-game heater right now. Heater. Let's make it four. Why not? Right? I don't know. What just happened? Did I close that window? I have to share that. Oh, it's right there. Let's share this on the Twitters. How do you share this on the Twitters on this app? There we go. Oh, TSR. Let's get a Go Spurs go. That's few Go Spurs goes. My apologies if you're just coming in. I'm distracted at the moment, but I won't be when the game starts. The Giants signed Russell Wilson, so I'm doing double duty as a Giants fan. And gosh, I can't type. My phone's bigger than my last phone, but somehow the letters got smaller. How did that happen? Or Giants. I'll type that NFL. All right, this should be the last thing I need to do. Post. Go. All right. Comments pinned. Starting lineup: Stan Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Bismack, Biyombo, Stephon Castle, Chris Paul for the Spurs. Camera looks slightly off. It's a little bit. It's a little bit. I don't, Chris, the plan, we're just so far behind the other teams. I don't think it's likely. I know a lot of Spurs fans are like, TSR, maybe, maybe. I'm like, the thing is, while we're winning, the other teams have to lose. And we're going to have to win a whole lot against a very tough schedule. The other teams are going to have to lose a whole lot. And I think that's a big issue. Is it Sean Elliott's birthday today? I thought I heard it was Avery Johnson's birthday. Chris Paul, his most games played since 2015-16, his 71st start. He played 74 games with the Clippers that year. He probably will eclipse that. And you know who else has been playing a lot of games this year? TSR Sports. This is our 80. I was checking. I believe it's our 84th game called. When it's all said and done, and I don't plan on missing any of the games moving forward, we should do the rest of the season as planned. It'll be 95 Spurs games called between the Summer League preseason and the regular season. So, not bad, right? You know what, Chris? There are a lot of games we could have won. And if we had won those if games, we definitely would be a playing team, no doubt. But we didn't win those playing games, so now we're probably going to be a lottery team somewhere between 9 and 10. Or 9 and 11. Players are on the court. We go for good luck. See, Yodi knew he had to do the good luck boop, so he just jumped off the couch on his own and said, "Here I come. Be ready for it." Mohammed, good evening to you. Greco, what's going on? Yeah, Bart, I was looking at the playlist with the live streams and I was like, dang, this is game number 84. So I've actually called more games than the Spurs, well, regular season game. I've called more games than a lot of players have played. But Sel's going to open it up with a three, no good. Detroit basketball. Pass break down the other end, and it is a layup by Osar Thompson, 2-0. Get this ad close that's playing behind that. And I'm going to get that back up and get you guys back up. Also wearing some really, really green shoes tonight. Just putting that out there. Harrison Barnes thought about a three in the corner. He's going to drive to the hoop instead. Kicks it out to Vassell, over to Castle for three. Back rim, no good. Let me fix this just a little bit. There we go. And there's a three for Tobias Harris. 5 zippy Pistons up. There we go. Now what he was looking at, but he's looking at the Spurs poster. Vassell for three. Spurs are on the board. Monster Jam. We have a chance. It's not our playing that concern. Well, it is our playing that concerns me a little bit, but it's the amount of losing the teams in front of us have to do. The Mavericks just got Anthony Davis back, one of the other big men, so they have 10 players now instead of 8. Castle with the ball, toss it across court to Vassell in the corner for three. Okay, I mean that kind of night, eh, Devin? 6 points for Devin, both on 3-pointers. I think he's taken. No, Castle took a shot. I was going to say he took all the Spurs shots. That's not true. Devin has not done that. 7-6, and not much defense out there for either team. Although Castle just plays some defense, causes the miss it. It's Spurs ball. I don't like these Detroit uniforms. It's not. It's totally throwing me off. They're all white with red stripes. I don't know. I don't think Detroit when I'm seeing these uniforms. Turnover though by the Spurs. 7-6, 9:45 to go. Quarter three, no good by Hardaway. Tim Hardaway's son, former Run TMC of Golden State Warriors. Barnes now going to take a corner three. No good. Both teams just running up and down the court, chucking threes. Yes, sir, Steve. What's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Uh, 4 assists for Castle. Wait, Castle or Vassell? Jalen Durant just threw it down, by the way. Vassell 4 assists. I don't know. He's more of a shoot first, pass later type player. Castle with the ball, a little crossover, drives in the paint. Euro step, passes it out to Barnes. Barnes in the paint. Turns, gets to Biyombo. Biyombo gets blocked. Blocked by Harris, I believe. It is Detroit ball. They're up 9-6 with 9 minutes to go. Now offensive reset with 12 on the shot clock. All right. Harris with the ball, 1-on-1 with CP3. Starts to drive into the paint. Lost the ball. And it's going to stay with Detroit. 4.5 seconds on the shot clock. Mavericks did not forfeit any games. You know, Sohan back on the bench, glazing bacon. I don't agree with him getting as few minutes as he's getting. If he's going to be part of our future, maybe play him and develop him. I mean, I don't like our small ball lineups as it is, but I'd rather have Jeremy start than Biyombo. Harris to pull up jumper, no good. Biyombo with the rebound as he heard us talking about him with his Spurs ball. I don't know what we're doing. CP3 rifles it over to Barnes, open in the corner. Tied up. Spurs got all their points on threes. Thank you, Bobby. Smash that like. Indeed, it does help support the channel. Sounds good, Brian. Thank you for stopping in. Yep, Monster Jam. I literally just did a short right before this live stream. We have a miss by Detroit as I was looking away, and a foul on Detroit on the rebound. It's going to be Spurs ball. You must be doing well. Bart, they changed, and no, revenue's actually down 50% this month. I like to be transparent with you guys. It's funny, I was making a joke to my friends, like I'm working harder and spending more than I ever have on the channel, but because the videos, because most of my revenue comes from Google ad revenue, they might be playing more ads, but I ain't seeing it because a lot of the videos, we're having a hard time getting videos to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views. We haven't had a video at all this month get to 10, so no, I'm not doing well. I'm actually doing quite the opposite. All good though. Yeah, we did better the previous months, and things will be better in the future again. It's a tough spot as a Spurs content creator with the team not playing particularly well, and a lot of folks have checked out on the season. But I haven't checked out. You haven't checked out. You haven't checked out. You haven't checked out. All right, I'm done. Turnover Spurs will be Detroit ball. Yeah, Diggs to New England. Wow, they okay, 69 for 4 years. Yeah, Chris Paul is saying, "What did I do wrong? You traveled?" Detroit ball, Duranwood in the paint. He's going to toss it to Thompson for an easy dunk. What's that about? What do you think about when we not doing hook shots? I'd love him to learn a hook shot. Vassell with a corner three. Oh boy. Yeah, no guys make. I know good times are ahead. I know. Anthony, what's going on? Four Pods, what's up? We have a timeout, and Demicell's cooking tonight. Does he have all our points? Wait, has anybody else? Barnes had a three. He's got 9 points, I think. Where are we? Yeah, Barnes had a three. Vassell's got 9 of our 12 points. But yes, the channel will grow with the draft when the team gets better. Really, the team needs to start winning. That's the thing. For a channel that's focused on one team or just a couple teams like I am, I'm focused on the Spurs. The Giants, to a much lesser degree, as I only do shorts with the Giants, the channel's success will be very dependent on the team's success, and neither team has been successful the whole time I've been on YouTube. That being said, we are branching out. We're going to try to do more different content throughout the summer during the off season. I started doing the documentaries, and while they haven't done well yet, I know those are the type of videos I kind of have to sit there and gather a new audience because they're not all going to be directly at the audience that this channel currently has. I mean, I did a video on Anthony Bennett, Brandon Jennings, Saquon Barkley. That's, there's more Spurs subscribers here than anything else, but I would like the channel to grow outside of Spurs content with Spurs content. I'm still not impressed, but Vassell needs to this rest of the year. Yes, he does. Tracy, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. We got 11 games after this, I think. I just realized I'm going to turn my finger off. Not my finger, I don't want to be hearing boops and binks and bongs during the game. Let's get Buddy says hopefully Russell Wilson does well in New York, and he played well at Pittsburgh, so I'm hopeful. Jake, I thought he was okay with the Steelers. No arguing in the chat. Let's not. I'm gonna put that to bed right now. Let's not start the shut ups because I already see what happens. Somebody says shut up, and then somebody says something back, and then it escalates like this. Let's stop that now. I'll put the kibosh on it. I don't want somebody coming in and seeing arguing in the chat because what that does is it turns people away. And if you like this channel at all or want to support this channel, that behavior will not help this channel grow. It will turn people away in the end, hurting the channel. And I would hope that's not what anybody wants here. It sounds crazy, but I prefer to watch your stream than watching the game, which Chris, a lot of people, I've heard from a lot of folks they prefer the play-by-play here than especially over ESPN. I know a lot of fans don't really love Jacob Toby's commentary yet. I think it's just more because it's more interactive, and maybe I sound more like you do. The fan that's watching the game, where I'm allowed to say, that was a stupid play, or the announcers aren't going to say that. They're like, well, that was a very good play. We'll call it like we see it, right? We're not gonna gloss over it. Yep, Sleen is announced today. Nate Dogg along with Headband Grongu and Viking. There you go, Biscuit Buddy. I looked away and now it's a deuce for Detroit, 13-12. Spurs ball, and we've only scored on 3-point shots tonight. Stefan Castle's come out of the game. Keldon Johnson's checked in. That's the only substitution I see at the moment for the Spurs. Vassell with the ball. He's had the hot hand tonight. He's going to keep firing away. Fire at will. Gets it to Barnes in the corner. Barnes for three. Ooh, that was not close. Thank you, Bart. Reyes, good evening to you. Lights out. A lot of folks say that. It's actually going to be Spurs ball again. I get it, and I appreciate it. I really do. My clock's slightly ahead, so we'll fix that. Detroit up 13-12. So close game to start, which is good. 7 on the shot clock for San Antonio. They get it to Devin. Devin free throw line jumper. Man. He's got 11 out of our 14 points. And Jacob Toby literally just said that after me. Maybe not on your end, but for me, Schroeder, no good for 3. I literally said he's got 11 out of 14, and Toby immediately said that on my TV. Vassell for 3 again. No good on this one. Close, but no cigar. Detroit ball. Spurs up by 1 point. 5:50 to go. Schroeder with the ball again, former Boston Celtic. Schroeder actually's been around a lot. Is he pretty much journeyman status now? Tobias Harris is going to drive in the paint. Layup is an air ball. Look for the foul, not getting it. Keldon will bring it up the floor, gets into the paint, and he's going to foul before he gets in there. Keep shooting, Devin. Jacob, good evening to you. I was gonna say afternoon. I guess it's after. It's 7:20. It's evening. Well, thank you, David. I appreciate that. I wish a lot of folks like TSR can put the points up on the side, but the problem is the points are so far away from the names because they have their field goals, their 3-point shots, assists, rebounds, fouls, and then the points that would push half the screen over that way, and then I would have to cut Selena out. Well, anybody wants that, right? Well, maybe. Do you guys want Selena gone? Just push her off the screen. CP3 for three? Nope. Ball's gonna get knocked in the air by Jeremy Sohan, but finally falls into the hand of the Pistons. Still 14-13. Jeremy came in for Biombo. We just had CP3. We had center CP3, guys. He was just on Jalen Duren, so center CP3. Oh, I know. Eventually, Levi and friends, I know the channel will grow at some point. It's been tough, especially when Wemby got shut down, the sixth losing season in a row, and that was accentuated too a little bit during that time for whatever reason. When I was calling out the Spurs for playing poorly, there was a handful of fans that were coming in calling me a fake Spurs fan, a Spurs hater, and I was like, those of you that know me, I think that'd be one of the last things you apply. That's the label you apply to me. But yeah, that gets to you after a while too, and then finally I just put the point. I'm like, who cares? Very late whistle. I miss Wemby. How many games did we see Wemby and De'Aaron Fox? When they play like 3 games together, five tops. It wasn't a lot. We have 2 free throws for Durant. He missed the first one. I'm not sure if Devin is the best fit alongside Wemby. Jacob, I wonder that too. I don't know. His down season this year, especially with the amount of money he's making, kind of has rubbed a lot of Spurs fans the wrong way. Definitely bothered me to see him playing so poorly. He's very much, he gets the ball he's shooting, gets the ball he's shooting, and you know, when he's on the court with Wemby, Wemby's the guy, not him. I'm so yeah, right for pause. This is game number 84. I'm such a hater. Keldon was open for three for a half second, instead turns the ball over. Nice D by Tobias Harris. Harris taking it up the court and gets fouled by CP3 on the 1-on-3 fast break. Yeah, you're right, for pause. I mean, yeah, touche. All right, come on, Johnson. Won't be losing your ball like that. Sloppy Johnson play. David, what? Listen, heading to breakfast. What time is it where you at? Not to believe your love for your passion, knowledge. Thank you, David. I try. I do. And I think sometimes I worry I'm too transparent with you guys, but I like, I am who I am. The I Make Crap channel, I'm very open with who I am over there doing a lot. And by the way, I know that channel's not growing very fast, but I'm having such a fun time over there putting up the old crappy metal music I've done, the movie reviews. Just recently, I did a video on the channel of the 10 worst movies I own. And it's my chance to just be me. And I'm me on this channel, but it's a filtered me in the respect that it's all sports content. Whereas over there, I can talk about comic books, movies, I may talk about here, but videos, should I say, on comic books, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, anything. Kelvin is the paint airball. Kelvin, come on. What are you doing? 2 bad plays in a row. Don't be a knucklehead, you knucklehead. Well, Lake Beasley for three. 18-14, timeout. I'm hoping we never get to that point, Chris. Tax Brazilian Ghost, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Oh, okay. All right, David. All right. Helmet is killing us. I will put that while we're in a timeout. Let me grab the link to the other channel. Seriously, I'm having a lot of fun over there. I'm having fun over here too. Please do not. Bronny James makes history with 39-point outburst. Did Bronny go for 39? March and Price were G League. I saw the article. I'm like, Bronny went for 39 in an NBA game? No, he didn't. Wow. I was gonna say like no, nope, 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 nope. What was it? Oh, I was getting the other channel. My apologies. We are up to 532 subscribers over there. Not bad. It's a nice little start. I like it. I'll drop the other channel in there. I plan on doing videos in the future on really anything. It's just a chance to just do a little yeah, anything. What's up, Gabriel? What's up, Dragon? Yeah, I thank you, Lights Out. Actually, I do appreciate what you just said there. I well, I lost my train of thought. No, the Bronny stuff. Yeah, the G League. I was shocked. I was like, 39? How have I not heard about that? Yeah, Anthony Bustamante. I think it's a little too late. It I know a lot of fans are saying TSR, we can make it, and mathematically, yes, we can. But we're gonna have to play so much better than the teams in front of us, which would be the Suns and Mavericks fighting for that 10 spot to get ahead. And with our schedule coming up, and it's a hard schedule, we play the Cavs twice, the Celtics, the Warriors twice in like the next 7 or 8 games. It's a really rough schedule. If they go 500, then that would be an amazing in itself, but that might not be enough. But you know what? If it happens, if somehow they do pull ahead of the Suns and Mavericks and make the 10th spot, I'll be cheering them on. I'll be live for the playing game, and I'll be in shock probably as many people will be that we were able to pull it off without Wemby, without Fox, and without Pop. That would be a real testament to the guys that are available and how hard they are playing. Malik Beasley is second in the NBA with most points off the bench. Pritchard's first with the Celtics, and Pritchard probably will get sixth man of the year. Kellen's actually third on the list with most points off the bench. Huh. Whereas Kellen was doing that well. That's the link to I Make Crap. Having blast over there. Stuck in the 80s will be on there. Whackbag films from when I was younger. Terrible low budget films will be on there. All the non-sports music will be on there for better or for worse. And then random stuff like comic books, other bad movie stuff, Magic the Gathering. A lot of my many hobbies. Maybe I'll do some stuff on toys I own. I don't know. Marcel Jumper, no good. Talk about maybe me and TSR doing live streaming over there where we just do a watch along with a bad movie and we'll have a counter like this, but counting up so you know where we are in the movie. I don't know. Harris Jumper, no good. Fouled by Sohan, going to the line for two. Good morning, Jay. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, you know what? Kellen, the last 2 games, Bobby has been struggling. I do see Blake Wesley's in. Blake has been playing pretty darn well off the bench. Could he be our backup point guard next year? He needs to work on his shot. He's not a good 3-point shooter. He's not a very good free throw shooter either. I believe he's shooting around 66% from the charity stripe this year. He's under 30% from beyond three, I believe. Just he's got to work on his shooting. He really does. I'm not saying he has to be a great shooter, but if he could put together some mid and some long range with his speed, with his ability to get up and down the court, plus he's a solid defender, he would be an extremely valuable asset off the bench, but he just can't really shoot much right now. He does take a free throw line jumper though and makes it as I'm talking about his shooting. So there, just little stuff like that. Little short mid-range jumpers. If he hit those consistently, DeJounte Murray, sorry, bad name here on the channel sometimes. But he would get to the free throw line a lot and shoot the jumper right there. And Blake, if he can become consistent from there, I'll take it. That's a miss. Devin Vassell with the rebound, Spurs ball. Omar, the only way we're getting into a top 4 pick is lottery magic. They can't get there losing outright. They're way too far ahead of the bottom 4 teams. Wesley for he was listening. He is listening. Blake Wesley's listening to this play-by-play right now. Heard me saying he needs to work on his jumper. He said, TSR, let me show you something. And he's hit 2 jumpers already. I like it. He actually went 3 of 3 from beyond the arc a few games ago. I don't remember who it was against. Beasley throws it up and it's in. Short jumper, good. 22-19, Detroit up. Tony Parker developed a jumper, exactly. He should work with Tony. Vassell, pull up Jay. No good. Sohan with the tip. Just the tip. 2 points. 22-21. Detroit up by 1. And so far, it's a tightly contested game and a good game. Detroit ball. And we're going to have a 3 from far away. Marcus Sasser, you guys were talking about him before the game started with the long 3, 25-21. This season, averaging 6 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. I believe you guys said Sasser's a rookie. No, Paisan, that's how many he had against the Raptors. I saw that too. That's not how much he has tonight. Standing and peeing in the men's room. Medicare, that might be a little TMI. Spurs would trade a ton of. I mean, I would love to get one of those forwards, Sean, of Levi and Fred's. One of you suggested, I remember who it was, Max mentioned, good day to you, that if if it looks like Cooper Flag won't declare for the draft, if the Wizards or Hornets get the first round pick, that maybe the Spurs could trade up, and that could be wishful thinking. I don't know. Stefan Castle's check back in for San Antonio. Gets it over to Champagny. He's going to fire off a three. Nope. Sohan with the rebound. Out to Castle. Really long three. Nope. Steph, if you stepped up like a foot, you maybe would have made that. You're not Wemby. You're not Steph Curry. I know he wants to be. Ron Holland in the paint throws it up off the glass, good, but step up a little bit when you take those long threes. So it's a little bit of a shooting free. Yeah, I hope this is Vassell next season too, Laminix. And Wrench Gang, J Money, welcome back, that version. Bobby February, I don't know why. I don't understand why he's firing him that far away. You try not to be critical of a player, especially a rookie, but you had room to move up a little bit. One step up, shoot the three. What's up, Jacob? Falcon Lord, what's good? Now, one thing I will say Castle's been doing very well is getting to the line. He's at the line for two right now. Your friend's trolling me about Giants. I don't know. I want us to respond with I like Russell. If you guys haven't heard, though I think most of you know by now that are in there, Russell Wilson is now a New York Giant. Castle leading out of the top five picks, points per game at 14. He missed a free throw. And he'd be averaging more than 14 a game, but he has missed quite a few free throws this year. He's shooting around 70%. Much like Blake Wesley would like to see him work on his three-point shooting and free throw shooting in the offseason. They should work together on that with somebody. Won't be Chip England because, he's not with us. Beasley for three, man. You guys did say that Detroit plays good without Cade Cunningham. Well, so far, yes. Beasley has 8 points off the bench already. Spurs ball. Jeremy Sohan's rocking some really pink shoes. Castle into the paint. Layup is going to roll off the rim. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with San Antonio. Castle's had some tough breaks these last few games where the ball's just rolling off. Yeah, hey, J-Man, it's all good. Steph is banged up, Illuminanix. He has the ball at the moment. Going to drive into the paint, bit of a Euro step, gets his defender off the. Wow. Juked his defender, gave himself an open shot, and threw up an air ball. He might be off. Kokoshiba, what's going on? There's a lay on the basket. Sohan with the ball to Kelvin. Kelvin's going to have to force a three with the shot clock expiring. No good. Detroit ball, and they can go up double digits before the end of the quarter. Oh boy, this was a pretty tightly contested game, but Detroit is pulling away a little bit, or a lot of it. Sasser out in three-point land. And it's going to be intercepted by Julian Champagny. The half-court three at the buzzer, not even close. Not even in the same zip code. Well, let's not forget the Detroit Pistons are a playoff team. Cade Cunningham or not, this is a playoff team, and they played like one in the second half of the first quarter. Still early, still a lot of time. Let's see what happens. Someone got us going though besides Dev Vassell. Cooper Flag is not Wemby, I would agree. I don't think Cooper Flag has a high offensive ceiling. I watched some of the Duke game on Saturday. Wemby might have a higher ceiling, but I think Cooper Flag would be very good for us. What do we need in this team? We need size. He's 6'10". We need somebody who can shoot the three. He can shoot the three. We need defense. He can play defense. I mean, he checks a lot of the boxes, and that would give us a great core of Wemby, Fox, Castle, and Flag. the thing is, to land him, we have to get the first overall pick. That's the only way, and our odds are not very good. That being said, the Atlanta Hawks, and I'm going to use this as a reference, jumped from number 10 to number 1 last year. Of course, why couldn't it be this year Atlanta sucked and when they jumped from 10 to 1 and we snagged that pick? Nope, didn't work out like that. But anything's possible. Anthony, I hope not. Derek Queen, at 9, Malawatch might be available. Queen probably available. Richard Fleming has been all over the place in mock drafts. I don't know where he's going to go. I've seen some people say he might be taken at 16. I've seen some mocks have him. The video I did today, I think he was in the 20s, like 20, 27. I'm like 27. So it's really tough to tell what's going to happen with the draft or what we're going to pick. I'd like to go big. I see a lot of mocks having us taking Con Knuppel. I think is that how you say it? The K. You do pronounce the K, Con Knuppel. Um, I think he's 6'6", and I just I mean we have so many players that are that size already. I think draft yes maybe he can shoot, but bring in another guy that's the same height of a lot of our roster doesn't give us any additional size. Yes, we need shooting, but we need some size on this team too. Oh, Mount should be gone by he'll be gone by 26 for sure. Seventh or eighth, not who knows. I mean, Jalen Duren, talk about a player that I thought was going to go in the top 10 in the 2022 draft where we drafted Jeremy Sohan. He dropped to what, 11 or 13? And he was being mocked in the top, I think originally in the top 6 and fell out of the top 10. So you never know. It is Detroit ball to start off the second. Turnaround jumper is no good by that dude. Headband guy with dreadlock. Headband dreadlock guy. Who the hell is that? Can't see his number yet. Isaiah Stewart. My apologies. Mamo's checked in. He's going to take a 3. Mamo! Let's go! Yes, from a 28 game losing streak to a playoff team. If Detroit can turn it around, so can we next season. And we're not a 28 losses in a row type of team. Fettuccine drives in the paint. Layup good. You have a bad feeling about the draft? Don't say that. Don't say that. 32-25, 7-point games, 11 minutes to go in the first half. Castle with the ball at the moment. Like to see Steph get going a little bit. We got, I believe, 1 point right now. And he almost turned it over. And Isaiah Stewart dives for the loose ball. Going to fall out of bounds. Spurs will get the ball back with 1.1 second on the shot clock. Okay, well, that's not a lot of time. Somebody be taking a 3 here more than likely. Mitch Johnson looks confused, as usual. Julian Champagne's going to check in for the Spurs. I thought somebody else would be passing in. Castle's going to have to rush the 3. Doesn't even get the shot off. Turnover. Jim, what do you mean 15 rosters? Spurs players drop begin 19 spot 9. Are we the 19 spot now with the Atlanta Hawks? I thought we were 16 with their pick. Is that what we're referencing? I think our picks are 9 and 16 or 10 and 16 at this very moment in time. I don't know for sure. Pistons ball. Nice drive and layup. Marcus Sasser. Sasser had 20 versus the Pelicans on Sunday. Spurs down by 9. Champagne for 3. No good. Boy, his game has fallen off since going to the bench. I know he had a 20-point game recently, but overall, Penny's been really struggling. Isaiah Stewart in the paint gets double team, triple team, kicks it out. Wow, we actually rotated around well there and played some defense. I thought somebody was going to have an open 3, but not so much. Right, nice job, Spurs. Didn't matter. The long 3 by Sasser will make it 37-25. 95 lug racing. 37-25. 9 and 16 right now. Okay, got it. Spurs in their draft history never dropped down, so either going to start draft where they are. That's not correct. Fon Swine. Oh, wait, drop down. Wait, drop down, you mean go backwards? Because they have moved up. So I'm trying to clarify. They have moved up in the draft. Have they never moved down? Yeah, never say never, right? Yeah, I think it was Mati. It's looking a little rough right now. We need some Chuck. Where are you? Well, I'm just going to clarify because when we talk about lottery, when we say move down, some people mean move down is a better pick or move down is a worse pick. By never drop down, I'm going to assume you mean they never got a worse pick, but we definitely have moved up. Daniel Barry, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Yo to you. We moved up with Duncan. We moved up with Wemby. That's where the lightning struck twice for the Spurs. The Spurs were the third worst overall team when they dropped to number 1 to grab Tim Duncan, and then it happened again. Worst pick. Okay, that's what I thought. And then with Wemby, we're the third worst team because of a coin flip, mind you, with the Rockets, and ended up getting Wemby again. But I didn't realize we've never dropped down, Fon Swine. That's interesting. Hmm. I mean, granted, a lot of that too is we haven't there was a lot of opportunities back in the day not to drop down. 22 years in a row in the playoffs means you're not gonna your draft pick is what it is. Julian's defense sucks. David, he's been since going to the bench, he's not been the same player. He's been a little rough. I like Julian, but I'd like to see him play a little better. You know what, Cedric? I'm cool with that as long as it's on both ends of the court. I prefer a game that doesn't have a million free throws. Let the players play. Let's get it back to a little more 90s-ish basketball. Not bug basketball where you're clotheslining guys and biting their nuts and doing stuff like that. But just let them play some solid defense. I think Julian shot one off when he cut his hair. That's right. We did move up for Castle, Dennis. You're right. We moved up for Castle. So can we do 3 years in a row, move up in this draft too? I would like that. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, ding dong, man. Ding dong, yo. Ding dong. You're quoting Weird Al Yankovic, right? The fat video? Yes, Larry, they can, but they're gonna have to play better. What's up, Stingray X Factor? Yes. I was about to go live, Cowboy X Factor, and did a YouTube short right before I went live. I was like, I gotta do this news. I can't wait till after the game. Spurs ball down by 12. Wesley runner, no good. Gets his own miss. Whip it back, no good. Wanda foul, not gonna get it. Holland loses the ball, and that's a turnover for Detroit. Spurs ball. Barnes will bring it up for San Antonio. And he'll reset the offense. 37. Our offense is looking blah tonight. Mamu's open for three. Barnes going to miss in the paint. Our offense is really struggling tonight. Yeah, William. Yeah, kind of. Probably. I mean, he has his moments, but his production definitely, I think, took a big hit going to the bench. I don't know if it's a confidence issue. I mean, who knows? He was playing very well when he was part of the Wemby, Chris Paul, Harrison Barnes, Stephon Castle starting lineup. Beasley in the paint, layup good, 39-25. The Spurs are getting kind of trounced right now. Or was that Sasser? I have been Sasser. My bad. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with San Antonio, 39-25. Joe Nuff, and you're welcome, Larry. Wow, we do not look great. Stingray X Factor, you watched the comic book video, and I make crap. Thank you. I I said it before. I said it again. I'm having so much fun on that channel. Mamu for three. I think I just heard Jacob Toby say that's his first shot of the game. What about the three he hit last quarter, bunghole? I hope I didn't hear him say that was his first shot of the game because he definitely hit a three in the last quarter. We're gonna have a foul. And two free throws coming up from Lake Beasley. Yeah, Stinger X Factor. I'm gonna try to put more comic videos up. I recently did a video of the top 10 worst movies I own. Maybe I'll do the top 10 worst CDs I own. I'm just it's fun to be able to do anything on that channel and not care. I didn't care, but you know what I mean. Just be myself and share the bajillion hobbies I have. Two free throws coming up, and this is turning into an oogly game fast. The first free throw's no good though. We haven't scored this quarter? Wait, are you serious? Did we go into the quarter with 25? You might be right there. So we haven't scored in what, almost 4 minutes? Nice. Malik Beasley has 9 points now off the bench. Leon, yes, shooting drought for sure. One, I don't know. That's crazy. Oh, we had a three. Okay, so we had 22. Bobby's saying 21. I don't know. Barnes in the paint, misses a shot, fouled. Stewart wants is maybe looking for a replay. That's clean. That's blocked. Detroit should challenge that. That's a good play by Isaiah Stewart. He hit the arm after he blocked the shot. I would challenge that if I was Detroit. I'm a Spurs fan, but I'm gonna call it like I see it. That's a clean block. Did he push him in the, did I miss something? Was he pushing him in the back? Because the block itself looked clean. Was there something else? Because Barnes going to line for two. I don't know about that. We had 22 points. All right, thank you, William. That was it. Did we miss? Does anybody that's watching? Was there some other contact besides the block? Because he did block the ball. He then hit the arm after the block, but the block was first. That was a bad call. That went our way. Okay. If there's any Detroit fans, I'm calling it like it is. I think we got away with one there. Detroit with a turnover, Spurs ball. All right. Got him right where we want him. B-ball fanatic, good evening to you. 40-27, 7:45 to go. Both teams at four turnovers in the first half. All good, Joe. Thank you for stopping in. Pass on the paint, misses. Oh boy, he's having a rough night. There's a three, no good by Sasser, but Stewart with the putback, 42-27. Our offense is terrible. Cristiano, not playing like this, we're not going to win. Castle denied on a block. Sorry, Dunk denied on a block. Foul on Harrison Barnes, but man, this is getting ugly. Castle goes in, going to stuff it down, and Isaiah Stewart, oh, he lost the ball before he even got there. Stewart's doing this. You didn't block the ball. He lost the ball before he even got to you. Favorite all-time. Hey, Damian Hernandez. Yes, it should be. Damian, I'm going to call one of them double and the other one doink. Steven D with the $5 super chat says, we need more Chuck. You aren't kidding, my man. We do. Stingray X Factory should feel bad for me. This is game number 84 for me of the Spurs season. I checked the playlist. We've done 84 games this year. We got 11 left. We'll finish the year calling 95 Spurs games every single game. Summer League, preseason, regular season. I'm actually kind of proud of that. We've never done that many games. Aqua, what's going on? Barnes for three. Nope. What is going on with our offense? Right, Grogu, use the force. Can we get something? Well, Detroit just threw up an air ball. Maybe that worked. Oh, respect the headband. Oh, respect the headband. May the headband be with you. Oh. Okay. Raiders, I like it. I know some people are trolling me. I'm like, look what we had. Daniel Jones, Tommy DeVito, and Drew Lock. That's an upgrade. Yeah. Oh, no, Damon, we're triple doinking. You know, who complained about the fouls not being called? Because now they're calling everything. What's up, Machine 78? There's a lid on the basket for Sunham. Dennis, I am. I am going to do the Hawks playing game. And we are going to root for the other team, Dennis. It's gonna be a hate watch party. I don't know what else to call it, but we'll all be whoever's in that stream will all be very anti-Atlanta, I'm sure. William, he's gonna go to a good a winning team. He might go to Pittsburgh. The sell to the paint, layup, no good. Spurs get the ball back. Devin for three. Nope. We have 5 points this quarter. Oh, yes. Hate watch, Dennis. Absolutely. I've been putting it out there. We are going to root hard against Atlanta. During with the dish to that SR Thompson. We're down by 17. I just heard we're shooting 24% from the field tonight. 24. Everybody's playing bad. Champagne for three. Nope. I don't want Joe Flacco either. Tim Hardaway Jr. for three. We are getting smashed. Levi and Friends, very likely they're going to make the play-in, though, I think. You should do a joint watch along with. I can't. So, Wayne Juby, Larry from the Dixon Way, I would love to stream with him. We're in a timeout, by the way, because the Spurs are getting annihilated. I would like to stream with him, but he watches the games on over the air HD. I'm streaming all the games on my Roku. So, with him doing on over the air HD, he can't pause the game. And since he can't pause the game, he can't pause it to get caught up to where I am because I'm going to be behind an on-air stream. So we'll be out of sync by 10 to 20 seconds. It's impossible to watch a game like that where if he sees, a great play by his team, he's going to, wait 20 seconds to react? Something else may have happened by then. We tried one night, we found that out, and we're like, well, crap, we can't do it. No, Damien, we might draft Travis Hunter third overall if he's available. Or, I mean, maybe a quarterback later. If Ward and Sanders go 1 and 2, and there's no guarantee they will, I mean, I know Russell Wilson's not the future, but as a stopgap quarterback for right now, it's an improvement. It's an improvement over Daniel Jones. I've watched Daniel Jones for 6 years. Um, uh, an injury-prone, turnover, fumbling. You've trolled me enough on Daniel Jones. You know how bad he is, right? Put somebody in, Bobby. Third stringer, sure. Rich Chicago keeps playing well. They have been. Atlanta's got to lose a lot. I mean, it could happen. Let's not forget Chicago Bulls. Trey Jones had been starting for them and playing very well. Tweaked his ankle. He's going to be out for, it looks like, a week or two. And him not being part of that team is probably going to hurt them. Feel free to leave Hunter for the Patriots. I don't think so. I thought he was decent again. Yep, South Texas, a rough one. Yeah, Chicago. Levi and Friends, I appreciate the positivity, but I'm going to keep it realistic. It's highly unlikely. Atlanta would need an injury to Trey Young, and I'm not the type of person that's going to hope Trey Young gets hurt for Chicago to pass them. Yeah, I'd rather call a game. I'd rather call a game. So I have a question for you. How many points did Dominique Wilkins average for the Spurs? Geez, I don't know. Like, my mind's jumping back and forth between like 17 and 19. I know David was out most of the year. It's 17 or 19-ish. 17 points, not like 17.1 or 19.1, but I'm drawing kind of a blank. Wow, Muhammad, I did not want to see those stats. Wow. The tables have turned, Joe. They'll turn again, but we are getting stomped right now. Was it 18 points? Was it right in between? Dang it. I thought it was 17 or 19. Devin with the ball right now for the Spurs. Out to Champagne for three. And there was a whistle before the shot. That's not a great time to tank, though, Vic, because we won't be able to really move up much. I hope. So I said this before. I don't think players tank because they're playing for their careers. Organizations do tank, and we're seeing it with the 76ers. The Jazz are really blatantly, not even hiding it, tanking it. This is getting hard to watch, though, how poor they're playing. Barnes going to foul in the paint. Your May Crap channel can feature the Baywatch episode. Hogan and Macho Man were in a Baywatch episode? Wilson were playing bad. William, I did not know that. That channel that does leave the door open for lots of strange things, and that would be a strange thing. We don't even have 10 points this quarter yet. We don't even have 10 points. Yeah, I mean the injuries certainly were unintentional, but Vic, it's now switched to intentional, I think, as of late because their first round pick is a lottery protected top, or not lottery protected, it's protected top six. If it's not a top six pick, it goes to the Thunder. So I think they are intentionally tanking now. I think when they shut Embiid down, that's when they flip the switch that we need to tank. We can't lose this pick. Barnes makes two free throws. Spurs almost, whoops, I put one too many points on the board. Spurs almost up to 30. Guys, what's up? Go Giants. Sounds good, William. Thank you. I thought we had 29. We had 28. Struggle's real, guys. Semi do we have 6 points this quarter? 6 damn points. Turnover Pistons. Dreamer will pick up the loose ball, gets it to CP3 up to Harrison Barnes. Barnes going to drive in the paint. Kicks it out to Devin. Over to CP3 for three. Back to Devin. Nope. Okay, nobody's taking a three there. Over to Barnes in the corner for three. No good. Offensive rebound out to Devin Sell. Over to Chris Paul. Chris Paul for three. No good. And Biombo with the over and back foul. Castle's 0 for 7? Aqua, I don't know what the Giants are going to do. Lonzi's, the way we're playing right now, probably not more than 5. Yeah, isn't there's like some injury clause I saw Fon Swain where the Sixers could possibly get out of his contract. I forgot what it's called, but I was not familiar with it. Powers on Schroeder. We're gonna have 2 free throws coming up for Harrison Barnes, so the Spurs are scoring at the line. We were missing a point. We have 30. Maybe Castle should have not played. I mean, he's trying to get himself, he's trying to develop, but also trying to get himself Rookie of the Year. And if he's going to have a string of bad games, that's not set in stone yet. Got to watch out for Sar, Risache. They're playing pretty well too. It's not a lock. People are saying it's a lock. It's not a lock. There's still 10 games left. If Castle bombs the last 10 games and one of those guys goes on a heater, also have Thompson for three, down 19, 50 to 31. Down a cell turnover. Duran turnaround, Jay. Good and one. Yeah, I know. Dennis, I think that's part of the tanking. I read that recently that Kessler's now chucking threes, and I was like, what? Part of the tank. As that is a darn good question. I have no idea. One would think the starting lineup would be, well, here's the issue. Who starts, Devin Vassell or Stefan Castle? You can't start them both. I think they're going to move on from somebody. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the Spurs are going to do. You can't start De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Stefan Castle, Jeremy Sohan, Wemby. That's too small. We've seen the small lineups all year. Turnover Spurs, and they don't work. I missed a point by Detroit. I'm sorry. I missed a free throw. I missed us getting crushed right now. Oh, Muhammad, it's early where I am. It's only 8 o'clock. Aaron, what's going on? This game was not going to get over late anyway, but I, I, I said we had a tough stretch of games coming up, but man, I expected more than this tonight. Chris Paul just travel. This is a good team. And Bobby, I don't think a WNBA team could beat us. With all due respect. As poorly as we're playing, we're still going to have a massive size advantage. And our biggest advantage is we have an above the rim game where they don't. And that's going to make the difference in the world. All the difference in the world. Bigger, stronger, faster makes a difference. Maybe not as skilled, but bigger, stronger, faster makes a difference. There's a turnover for Detroit. Spurs are on the run. We got a 3-on-2 fat. No, never mind. Celtics are going to chuck a three. I hate to shoot 3 fast breaks. I loathe them. But if you've been here long enough, you already know that. Well, guys, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. We might not get a lot of thumbs up tonight because the Spurs are getting destroyed. So let's get them in now. Let's see if we can get to 100, and then that'll be the end goal. We're just going for 100 tonight. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Detroit improved a lot, and yes, they don't have Cade Cunningham. Of course, Michael Chandler, what's going on? We don't have Victor Wembanyama or Darren Fox. So let's not forget that. We can say the Pistons don't have Cade Cunningham or Jaden Ivey. We're missing our big two guys too, and our coach. Come on, Mitch Johnson, really? For real? Dennis, that's a darn good question. Sohan's going to be due to make 20 to 23 million a year. I don't know what the Spurs are. Maybe I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do with the roster because the way it's constructed right now, it doesn't quite work. There's a missing offensive rebound for the Pistons during in the paint. Are we going to be down by 30 at halftime? Actually, the women are allowed to play in the NBA. A lot of people don't know that. It's just it's the size difference. It's you're asking a lot going against guys that are some guys that are what 7 foot, 250 plus pounds. That's I mean I would get balled in there. Chris Paul's going to take a three from the wing. Nope. This is horrible. This is game number 84 for me, by the way, guys. Detroit turnover. Spurs trying to get it up the court quick. Stefan Castle bringing it up. He's having a horrible game. I think you guys said he's 0 for 7 or something from the floor. He's going to take off. He's going to get fouled and go to line for two. Oh, Bobby, I've been here for only, I mean, you guys know, I've only been here for the losing team, the losing Spurs teams. This channel started, and by the way, our anniversary is coming up soon. April 6th, we won't be live because, or April 5th, there are no games that day. There's a game before that day and game after that day. But that'll be our 6th-year anniversary, and the Spurs have only been a losing team. Castle misses the first free throw. Son of a. Naz Reid, Miles Turner, Ron Jambo, Ricky Lombardo. I don't know, sign any of them. Made one or two. We just got the 10 points in the second quarter. Or 1 for 18 in the second road trip. Are we really? You know, we've been taking a lot of free throws this quarter. We're 1 of 18. Are you kidding me? 10 minutes without a field goal? Wow. Not the way you want to follow up a 3-game winning streak. I mean, this game really feels like the Spurs of when we were really bad at points last year, 2 years ago. I'll be here for every game for the rest of the year, but we're probably going to have another game like this, if not more. The Celtics and Cavs are Devin with a tough layup in the paint. They may really take it to us. I hope not, but yes, that's bad. There's a field goal. David Lee, not our best game. Pancho Joshi, I like it. I like the move. Right? Is this the same team that had a winning streak? I don't think so. Asar Thompson kicks it out to Harris for three. Shot clock will be off. Pick up the ball, CP3. CP3 watching the ball roll up the court. Finally will pick it up. Gets it into Biombo. Biombo will turn the ball over. Nice way to end the quarter. We went 11 minutes without a field goal. 2 for 19 in the second quarter. Hit the showers. You may. Well, I don't know what to say, guys. I didn't expect us to win this game, if I'm being honest, but I didn't expect us to get annihilated in the first half. Austin, I was hoping for more in this tonight. The game's not over yet. There's still plenty of time, but my goodness, struggle is real. Let's get the halftime stats and hopefully the Spurs wake up. I'm looking, I'm like 34 points. 34 points. Weren't we like a top 3 offense since the All-Star break or something crazy? That is not good. 34 points. I'm afraid to look at the box score, to be honest with you guys. I don't really want to look at it because it's not good. It's not over yet. Last time I checked, it was 19-20. I just tuned in and it's 30. Yeah, Rendell, it went bad. It went really bad. And we are playing a lot of playoff teams coming up, which is why when some of you say, Rich, we can make the play, and I'm like, I get what you're talking about. Mathematically, yes, we can, but we're playing some really good teams. Nikolai Franklin, thanks for stopping in. Only myself playing okay. Yeah, it's not over. This thing is over. Sign Flavor Flav. Yeah, movie. All right, let's get to the Pistons stats and then we'll get to the Spurs stats. We were outscored 30-22 in the first, 30-12 in the second. Hey, at least we were consistent defensively. 30 points both quarters. That's good, right? That's not good. All right, for the Pistons, Tobias Harris has 10 and 3 steals. Oscar Thompson has 11. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 5. Jalen Duren with 7. And Dennis Schroeder with 2. Off the bench for the Pistons, Simone Fontecchio with 2. Ron Holland, Isaiah Stewart also have 2. Malik Beasley with 9. And Marcus Sasser with 10. The Pistons on the night are shooting 59, 50, 67. They've turned the ball over 7 times. We've also turned over 7 times. We're shooting 22, 24, 80. From 3-point land, we are 4 of 20. It's 20% from 2-point land. 20% 2-point land. 24% from 3. Wow. We are getting out-rebounded 27-18. No surprise there. We're getting crushed on the boards. For the Spurs, Harrison Barnes, 1 of 7 from the field. He has gone to the line 6 times. He's got 9 points. Bismack Biyombo with 0. Chris Paul with 0. Devin Vassell, 5 of 12 from the field. He's got 13 points. Stephon Castle, well, he does have 3 assists, so that's nice, but he's 0 for 7. Steph 0 for 7 from the floor, including 0 for 3 from 3. That's one of his first halves of the season. He's got 2 points. Off the bench, there ain't nothing happening there. Mamu came in. He did get 3 points in 5 minutes. Julian Champagny with the donut. Did get 2 steals. Yay. Jeremy Sohan with 2. Keldon Johnson 0 for 3 from the field. 1 turnover. Keldon's got more turnovers than points right now because he's got 0. Blake Wesley with 5 points. And this team is playing some awful basketball. Mamu has the best plus-minus on the team right now. -7. The worst is a -19 by Julian Champagny. Nice, nice. Everybody's negatives. Dennis Sell's also got a -17. Jeremy Sohan -17. Oh, I don't want to look at these stats anymore. I'm done. That was a bad first half. That was a really bad first half. Maybe one of the worst of the year. I don't know. In all seriousness, we need that baby that won the ridiculous. Why is Harris? I don't know what they're doing, Rocco. This is a mess today. Yeah, Chris Paul killed it last game, disappearing tonight. He looks old tonight. Yap, yap. And good evening to you, my friend. Blappy, I like Bismack Biyombo as a third center. Bring a vet in, an emergency, backup off the bench. Obviously, he should not be starting, but it's what we got. Charles Bassey's probably done for the season. Actually, Charles Bassey, at the very least, is probably done as a Spur. If they bring him back next year, if his season is over again this year, that would be 3 years in a row with the season-ending injury to the same knee. If they bring him back, it might be the first Spurs Rage video I've done on this channel in a long time. Do not bring him back. I like Charles. I wish him the best of luck. His body is not holding up at all. Got to move on from him. Jeez. Nice. I did see the Giants news, Zach. I did a short on it. My opinion's on the short. If anybody's wanted my opinion on the New York Giants signing Russell Wilson, there's a TSR Sports short on there. We are bad on the road. We are. And what can I say? You pull it. Oh, you bet on the Spurs. Loose season. One thing I would never do is bet on the Spurs. Bassey should not be back. I agree. Probably none. Who's going to sign the Spurs are Keith, I don't know what we're tanking for. Let me pull up Tankathon real quick. This is probably like 70. Well, let's pull up the standings real quick. I can't share the screen because the formatting is all sorts of different. But I'm gonna pull up Tankathon. I like Tankathon because it shows the draft positions odds. So at this moment in time, the current draft positioning in the NBA, Washington 1, Utah 2, Charlotte 3. Those three are probably staying in the top three. Forget it. Pelicans 4th, Sixers, and Nets are tied for the 5th spot. The Raptors are 7th. The Raptors have 25 wins and 47 losses. We have 31 and 39. They have 8 more losses than us, and they're certainly not trying. We're not moving ahead of the Raptors. Now, who we could move ahead of is, well, it's a tight race right now. There's a 4-team race for the 8th spot. The 12th spot is held by Dallas and Phoenix. They're 35 and 37. We're likely going to lose this game tonight. We're 4 wins behind both of those teams. The Suns have actually won 4 in a row. The Mavericks have won 2 in a row. They are fighting for the last playing spot. Both teams. I do believe neither team's going to tank. And the Dallas Mavericks just got Anthony Davis back. Both are going to try to get that last playing spot and fight over that. So I see both of those teams getting to about 39 or 40 wins. We're not getting the 39 or 40 wins, guys. I'm sorry. It's just not plausible with our schedule remaining. If we had an easy schedule, sure, let's go for it. Come on, we're playing a bunch of playoff teams coming up. Probably not. All right, Miami is 30 and 41. The Spurs are 31 and 39. Probably going to drop to 31 and 40, barring a great comeback tonight. Not giving up, but 31 and 40. Portland's a half a game behind us at 32 and 40, and so is the Chicago Bulls at 32 and 40. The Bulls have actually won 3 in a row and are 8 and 2 in their last 10. So they are trying to make a push for the final play-in spot, but that is held by, actually, they're not far behind Orlando. They're 2 games behind the Magic, and the Hawks are going to make the play-in, guys. They're 35 and 36. They've won 3 in a row, 7 and 3 in their last 10. They're making the play-in. Let's that door. It is what it is. We have to hope they lose in the play-in. Spurs could finish as high in as 8th, but Miami needs to start winning, and they're 1 and 9 in their last 10. They were 29 and 32 at one point, just a little below 500, but the Heat have just collapsed. I don't know what's going on. Jimmy Butler got traded. That was part of what's going on, but I don't know anything else going on with the team. More than likely, we'll sit at 9th. Miami, unless they really turn things around, they're going to sit there at 8. We'll sit there at 9. I think Portland and Chicago are going to try enough. Well, maybe not Portland. We'll see, but it's going to be 9 or 10. At worst, 10. At best, 8. Do the average. We'll probably finish as the 9th worst team in the NBA, and then that gives us a 20% chance to move in the top 4, and a 4.5% chance to move into the Cooper flag. Because he's obviously the consensus #1 overall pick, barring injury. We'll see what happens. I'll be here no matter what. Saying go, Spurs go. I'll root for the team to win every night. I'll just hope the Heat and the Bulls and the Blazers go undefeated the rest of the year. Unless they play us. I don't know if we do again. We do have okay, yep. Do the Heat have a tough schedule coming up? Would you rather get a big man or a good small forward? Can we get kind of both, Jesse? Or sorry, Jay? Can we get like a 3D forward, like a 6'9", 6'10" forward that can play some defense, finish above the rim, and shoot the three? Oh, that's Cooper Flag. Wiggins is finally playing. Okay. Okay. The teams are tied up. The coin flip. Yeah, it is. That worked out well for us with Wemby, though. Is this our worst half of the year? Yeah, Cooper. I mean, so Mikey wants to do something. Yeah, Son can't shoot. Mikey has something special planned for you guys tonight. He's gonna try not to mess it up. Let me get a little agua, Mikey. You want some agua first too? All right. We're gonna do a little something special. Mikey, you ready? There's been a lot of requests for Ninja Rap, and Mikey said, "All right, I'm gonna go for it, guys, because you haven't heard me sing it. So we're gonna get some Ninja Rap. The Giants have signed TSR Sports as a water boy. I'll take it. I would do that for sure. But in the meantime, yo, it's the Green Machine gonna rock the town without being seen. Have you ever seen a turtle get down, slam and jam it to the new soaring sound? Yeah, everybody, let's move. Mikey is here with the new Spurs groove. Gonna rock and roll this place with the power of the Ninja Turtles bass. Cody, you know what I'm playing. Devastate the show while the turtles are saying ninja, 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 rap, ninja, ninja, rap. Go, go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Go, go, go! All right, somebody is cursing a lot in the chat. I'm not smoking anything over there, just living life. Sir Hat, you have all right, he's finally stopped. No, I wasn't freestyling. I never sang that song before, so I don't know the cadence very well. I'm sorry, Mikey doesn't know the cadence very well because he hasn't sang in a while, but yeah, he was giving it a shot. He was a little nervous, but he belted it out there. Good job, buddy. No, you did great. Yeah, Mikey. All right. At least we're keeping it in within 30. Well, yeah. Um, oh, Ninja Turtles here too. You know what? On the second channel, I'm gonna bust out my Ninja Turtles. I gotta do that. I'm gonna bust out some of my toys. I've told you guys I have a second YouTube channel. I'm gonna bust out my toy collection. I'm gonna bust out the two crates of toys I have. I have, stuff from when I was a kid. I'll just pull it out and start going over it on the channel. I have not done a rap battle, nor would I advertise. I'm not good at dropping bars. I can freestyle lyrics, but not in a rap form. It's got to be more of a kind of a casual rock rhyme, but not just not rapping straight up. And you see, I like the move. People can make fun of it. Action, I'm happy. You have to remember what I've been dealing with. Tommy DeVito, Jake Fromm, Daniel Jones, Russell Wilson's an improvement over all that. That's coming out of their shells, Phil. I still got it. I have that cassette. I have that cassette. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was singing it on the last stream. You might not have been in the stream at the point, but pizza power makes a turtle's bell start ringing. Pizza power. Bump, 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 bump. We're the turtles. You can count on us. You remember it. No, you don't know. I don't have any Nintendo anything left, Python. I used to play the original Nintendo game, like Nintendo, where you had to like go into the sewers and fight. It was a fairly hard game, wasn't it? I don't have that anymore. You need to watch Jackpot with John Cena if you like that song. It's a good day, Zach. Checked out our last Falls game. Oh yeah, it is tough. Rendell, we might only win like 2 or 3 more games. And I hate to say that, but it could be really, 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 really tough. Rich is a different person when he's rested. Oh my gosh, you guys wait till you see me the last week of the season. We have 3 10 o'clock games. I am going to be loopy and out of it and just exhausted. I am not looking forward to that. We have 2 10 o'clock games and one 10:30 game my time. And oof, oofaroni. I started buying Transformers for my son, but also for me, to be honest. I still have, well, I don't have many. You know what? I'm not going to say what I got, because that's going to go on the second channel. I'm like busting out all sorts of toys. I forgot Mike Lennon and Matt Barkley. Oh my gosh, I forgot those two. I mentioned Drew Lock, I think. I mentioned him earlier in the stream. I forgot about Mike Lennon and Matt Barkley. It's been a disaster for the Giants the last 5 years of quarterback, ever since Eli Manning retired. So if anybody wants to troll me that we got Russell Wilson, I'm happy. You can throw all the shade in the world you want at him. I'm taking him over the pile of that we've had the last 5 years. Don Plot, it's still what? Well, okay, interesting channel name. Right back at you, but I don't know. Favorite live action turtle movie? The first one from like 1990. Russell Wilson's over the hill, but Aaron Rodgers is over the mountain. Teenage Mutant Turtles 1. Saw it in the theater. I think it came out in 1990. Trying to think who was in the cast. Elias Cotes was Casey Jones. I don't know any of the other cast members. Oh wait, Corey Feldman was the voice of Donatello, wasn't he? There's a miss by Biombo. I think Corey Feldman was the voice of Donatello in that one. There's an alley dunk to dupe. Dunk to Jalen Dern. Oh, I gotta get quarter 3 up. My bad. We're back to the game, and the Spurs are getting shellacked. What Bulls pick, Jamal? Yes, Taj, that is. He does get dropped to the ceiling on that one. This is awful to watch. I'm sorry, guys. Castle for three. He's 1 of 8 from the field. Area 51. Look it up. The address. Oh man, I know forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for light pizza. And there's a layup for Castle after a turnover. I don't remember the address, but I know the pizza was late, and they took like $5 off, I think, or something. Oh my God, it's true. Area 51. I know my Ninja Turtles, and yes, I did know Kevin Nash plays Super Shredder at the end of Ninja Turtles 2. I definitely knew that. I used to be a huge wrestling fan, so yes. Ninja Turtles 2. That one had was that Ernie Reyes Jr. who played the male lead? We're on a timeout. Yes, we're talking Ninja Turtles because this is who I am. I got a lot of hobbies, which is why I like the second channel. I'm gonna keep plugging this. Here's the second channel here. TSR is gonna be busting out his toys on the second channel. There you go. Which new Ninja Turtles movie? I've seen one, two, three, the original ones. Not a huge fan of number two because it's a little too goofy, and then number three is just I don't like the one where they go back in time at all. The Megan Fox ones were okay for what they were, but I prefer the Jim Henson puppet or suits than over the CGI turtles. And the cartoons, I just haven't watched the cartoons. Cloudy, yeah, it's looking that way. 122, 122, and an 8. Oh, 122 and an ace. It was 122 and an ace, wasn't it? There it is, 122 and an eighth. That's right. What the heck is an eighth? Arr, arr. You know what, little? Clear that right up. I've always liked. Oh, hungry. That's for the turtles when they weren't 9 feet tall. I, yeah, I mean, I'm right there with a lot of you. I was 10 years old when Ninja Turtles came out. It's a cartoon, 10 or 11. I think I started watching it, and maybe it had been out for a year and immediately loved it. Comic book is completely different than the TV show. Night and day different. The cartoon's obviously aimed at young kids. The comic book is actually quite violent. Spoiler alert: Shredder dies in issue number 1. They wreck him in that one. Like they bust him up, stab him, slices, and beat the crap out of Shredder. Some guy who was throwing him. I have not seen that for Boz. Yep, first Turtles movie is a classic, and it was smart. I mean, a lot of I've seen reviewers analysis playing the movies dark, but they were. I think that was smart with the special effects they had. What's up, Jax Cordy? We're talking Ninja Turtles with the Spurs being down by a lot tonight. Spring Hori, go Spurs, go Dio, though Stefan Castle has scored 5 points in a row. He's on his own little 5-0 personal run, so maybe he can get going here in the second half. Schroeder drives in the paint, drives right back out. 12 on the shot clock for Detroit. He's going to drive in the paint again, gets it to Duran. Duran with a little jumper, no good. Fight for the board. Offensive rebound for Detroit. Tobias Harris with the ball at the moment. Layup is no good. And Barnes will finally grab the loose ball. Spurs on the run, down by 25. CP3 4-3. All right. Damian Lillard? Stingray, do you mean Damian Lillard of the Bucks? That's the only Dame I know of. I assume you mean Damian Lillard. Duran with the jump hook, air ball. Jax Cordy, and I'm happy. See, Barnes for three in the corner, in and out burger. Vassell was doing good to start, but he's cooled down a lot, Daniel, since the first quarter. Came out here cooking. Harris hits a three. Damian Lillard. Oh, he's out for the season then, right? Stingray. Damian Lillard's done for the season, right? Yeah, Spling, we're shooting terrible. Oh, that does suck. I mean, that is a dangerous medical condition. You can die from that. If the blood clot moves to castle the paint layup good. If it goes into your brain, I think also your heart, that is fatal. So my gosh. Damian Lillard out. He's done for the season, Stingray. He's done. He's got to be done. Health first. He's gonna be on blood thinners probably for 6 months, and he's not gonna get cleared to play basketball. Yeah. Got two players with blood clots. There's an air ball three from Detroit. Air ball. Damian Lillard has a blood clot just like Wemby Rico, except it's in his leg and his calf or his ankle. Which if that moves up to one of the art, good thing they caught it. Castle in the paint. Come on, Castle. He's on fire. He's hit 4 shots in a row. He was 0 for 7 in the first half, 4 of 11 now. All right. Hardaway Jr. in the paint layup good. At least Steph is coming out here. Yeah, I think the Bucks are done too. That sucks. Vassell for three. Nope. I mean, I'm not a Bucks fan or not really, a Damian Lillard fan either, but man, I don't yeah, I wish him speedy recovery and nothing but health and safety throughout this process. Oscar Thompson in the paint misses a shot. Ball's gonna get knocked out of bounds. Spurs ball. That's part of Nickelodeon CJ. Gilbert was one of the villains. I didn't know that, David. Spurs down by 23. Fighting a little bit here in the third quarter. Which is usually our bad quarter, by the way. Vassell with the ball into the paint. Pull up Jay. At the lead at 21. Yes, it was a spleen. Yeah, that's not going to work out for Milwaukee. Vassell at 15 points now at 6 of 14 shooting. He was like 4 or 5 from the floor, I think, at one point, so he's definitely cooled off. Detroit ball, 8 on the shot clock. We have a runner and one. Nice job by Schroeder. Aggressive, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Addy Tirola, yes, he is. And a few years ago, Giannis would be north of 30, wouldn't he? And he would be asking for a max contract. Wemby will be on a huge contract. We'll have Castle, our first round pick from this year. I don't think that works out salary wise moving forward. Jax, Yankees are dealing with injuries already. I'm not feeling great about the season. Not feeling good about the season. I'm gonna hope Judge stays healthy. Judge isn't hurt, is he? He'll be 32. That's a darn good question, Taj, on what Jeremy Sohan's ceiling is. I don't think the Spurs know that yet. They're not playing him much right now, which is perplexing. Don't you want to develop the kid? Castle's going to force his way into the paint, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to hit a layup, but the layup is not going to count. It'd be way too much. That's the concern. With the new CBA, I just don't see it financially working out that way. Unless people are taking a pay cut to play together, which who knows. Castle in the paint again. Draw some contact. Tough bank shot in. Castle's hit 5 in a row, guys. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Going to stay with Detroit. Steph with 11 points this quarter. Now, they are a playoff team. We're not. That's pretty much it. Steph had a really, really poor first half shooting wise, but he's been tearing it up here in the third quarter. Let's get this up. This is appropriate. Good evening, Asia. Thank you for stopping in. He does have no fear, William. That's what I like about him. No fear. Vassell for three down the other way. Leads down to 19. Vassell at 18 points now, 4 of 9 from three. Spurs are coming back here. I know I know a spleen, but I still want to put it up because, well, I missed the graphic. Area 5. There you go. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Detroit. Lost media. Good evening. Yes, we did get Russell Wilson. I like it. Got to remember the carousel of quarterbacks the Giants have had last 3 years. There's been a lot of bad quarterbacking. He'll be an improvement. It's only 1 year contract. I like it. Turn over Detroit. Barnes with the ball. I like the teams fighting tonight. Castle fakes a mile-long three. He's going to drive in the paint. Euro step, stop, pop, and Steph. Oh my gosh. He's hit how many shots in a row now? 6? Harder with the layup. And 1, though. We're not playing any defense. You think the lottery rules will change? I mean, they've changed before. I actually was reading. I didn't realize the lottery rules changed because of the Orlando Magic going 41 and 41. And before, I guess it was everybody had an equal shot to move up in the lottery. With them drafting Shaq and then Penny, that's when they changed the lottery to the way it is today. But people are clearly tanking with the way it is today. The Jazz are the perfect example of a team blatantly tanking. Ball gets knocked out of bounds, going to stay with the Spurs, 16 on the shot clock. F you, Joe Boo. I do it myself. Up your butt, Joe Boo. You trying to tell me Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? Come on, Dorn, don't give me that old lay ball soup. I love Major League. Just saying. Spurs ball. Harrison Barnes into the paint. Double pump. Gives it to Biombo. Biombo with a little jumper. In and out. Come on, Bismarck. Spurs didn't play like such poop in the second quarter. Well, the whole first half, really. That three's no good. CP3 with the rebound for the Spurs. I think that was Tim Hardaway Jr. for 3 on that one. 75-75, 5 minutes to go. Over to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off, spins around into the paint. Fadeaway jumper. Tough shot. Good. This is on the Vassell Castle show. Biombo was good 5 years ago. As a factual statement, a spleen. He's fine as a third string center. As the first guy, as a number 1, no. Not number 1 position, but the number 1 center. Sasser in the paint, bucket and 1. Can we stop fouling them on every shot, guys? Castle is 6 of 6 in the third. Dang. What a turnaround. He started the game 0 for 7. Barnes with the obvious push in the back. Free throw coming up. 20-point game. Fair enough, Rendell. Hey, he forgot the 0 for 7, didn't he? He's not playing like he had a horrible first quarter or first half. And that's what I have liked about Steph is we've seen players on the Spurs that when they're having a rough quarter, rough half, then it just carries over throughout the game. He just plays like his poor play doesn't phase him. Free throw's no good. Wesley's checked in. He'll bring it up the court for the Spurs. Castle has checked out, by the way. You got Champagny, Sohan, Kelman checking in, and Blake. So everybody out except for Devin. Bench is cleared. Devin double team gets it out to Kelman. Kelman has not done much tonight. He's going to get into the paint. Stops, pops, misses, gets his own miss. The putback. All right, Kelman. Nero, I do not know how many Jalen Duran has in the moment. He's not on the court. So unfortunately, I cannot see his stats at the moment. That's a long three. In and out. Nick Beasley. That went in and came right back out. Spurs ball down by 18. If we get this to around 12 going into the fourth, we're still in it. Vassell for 3. Splash. 15-point game. Spurs having a huge third quarter. This is usually our nightmare quarter. Sasser for 3. Jeez. He was standing there with the defender in front of him, kind of faked it, and said, screw it. Shot the 3, made it. Good shot, kid. Vassell running around doing some cardio right now at the moment with 12 on the shot clock. Over to Blake. Looking for a pick and roll with Jeremy. Nope. Just going to take off instead and falls down, but he was fouled. Duran has 11. Thank you, Area 51. There you go, Nero. So not quite 15. I think I have 2 free throws coming up for San Antonio. Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. Mm-mm. I'm not shooting. Matthew Barnes has been not been playing well. He's going to get attacked on defense. He's not a good defender. He's their best 3-point shooter, but his defense leaves a lot to be desired. He's not a good rebounder for the forward position he's playing. He's actually playing power forward, which he's not. Vassell into the paint. Off balance fadeaway. Tough shot. No good. 2:50 to go in the third quarter. Spurs are down 80-62. Sasser's just going to launch a three. No good. Vassell with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. I hope so. I liked Riley as Spleen. That season-ending injury sucked. Sugar, I don't know. Vassell, off balance layup, no good. Detroit has a fast break. Oh, and he missed! A foul on Sohan. Malik Beasley into the paint. The layup went on the rim and just sat there and then eventually rolled off. We're going to have a timeout. The Spurs are down by 18. Is FanDuel, so I don't have FanDuel. I've never used it. I know what it is. Is that something you just watch on your phones or do you guys watch it on your computer? Can you watch it on your TV? I don't know anything about the app. So just, I don't know anything about the app. Handle technical difficulties for the last 5 minutes. Look, I've gone that. Phantom feed is down. I've had to deal with that on YouTube, and it is frustrating when you're trying. Like I'm trying to call a game, of course, but when the app goes down, FanDuel is it's a channel. Oh, I don't even know that. Well, they do Levi and Friends because they can't watch the game. Oops. I think that is a gambling site. I think it's all the same, right? The gambling app, gambling site. Levi, we're not Levi. I know it's in your name. I was always gonna think it was Levi and Friends. Not promoting game on the channel. We never do that, so I'm out there. FanDuel bought up Bailey's. That's right, Andy. Who? Andy who? That's right. I forgot about that. Okay, tax. Yeah, I use a Fubo TV for. I had to use it a couple times this year. I had to use it for the Knicks, Nets, and Celtics games because they're blacked out in my area. I'm in Central Connecticut. I don't know why all three of those teams count as local teams. I think it's stupid. I get one. Either give me the Massachusetts team as a local team or the New York, New Jersey teams. Why all three? That is absolutely asinine. Yeah, Damian Lillard's out for the season. That sucks. I feel for him. Wemby has that. He has it. That's 2 players within what 5 or 6 weeks. YouTube TV. I have League Pass too. Um, I don't have YouTube TV, Steven. I just have League Pass through the NBA app. Seems to work fine for me. I do see FanDuel Sports Network actually on the screen right now. I'm not watching FanDuel, but it has their logo on it. It's what I've used. I don't watch enough TV to get a standard subscription to a service like that because I think YouTube TV Fubo aren't they usually like $100 a month. I just don't watch enough TV. I watch the Spurs, the Giants, which I can watch on my local channels on Fox, and the drafts, NFL and NBA draft, and that's about it. Everything else, I watch streaming services like a lot of people now. I'm watching Reacher on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I don't. I'm gone the way of most people. I don't watch regular TV anymore. The last regular TV show I watched was Superman and Lois on CW, which I know that just went off the air recently, but that was like the only show in the last 2 years that I've watched. I got nothing. I don't know what. No idea, Taj. No idea. 2 free throws for the Pistons are good. It could be anything. I mean, I hope not. That's scary if it is, because that means more and more people could start getting in that. I hope not. And that's all saying that. I don't get in trouble with YouTube or anything. Jeremy Sohan blocking the paint by Isaiah Stewart. Pistons ball. We're going to have a drive and a block by Sohan. Do unto others as they do to you. Sohan in the paint. Blocked by Stewart again. That's 3 blocks in a row in this game. Stewart's open for 3. Thought about it, pulled it down, drives into the paint, gets it to Harris. Harris will throw it down. It really is, William. It is, and it is running rampant. You can get them in your legs from flying. Vassell for 3, and these guys do fly a lot. It's interesting though, the 2 athletes both got it. Now maybe this happens more than we realize, but it's 2 high-profile athletes in Victor Wembanyama and Damian Lillard. Plus, it's one that hits home with one of our own guys. Well, Pistons got it back up over 20. Repeated movement, shooting the ball. I did read that. Yep, Joe goes for his go. Did catch that. Champagny for 3, no good. Detroit ball. Beasley for 3, nope. Champagny with the rebound. Yep, road trip. Dame's probably done for the season. It's not official. They say he's out indefinitely. He's not coming back. Never go flying after diving or having surgery with anesthesia. William, I did not know that. Champagny in the paint, throws it up, good. Geez, we might not get to. We're not going to get to 100 points, barring a huge fourth quarter. The Pistons are in the bonus. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. It's about 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Well, Willie, don't forget, we don't have Wemby, Fox, or Pop. Foul, 2 free throws coming up for Detroit. That does suck Milwaukee. That Damian Lillard bringing him over is not looking like it's going to pay off in the long run. Galaxy, they're going to need a massive fourth quarter to win. Everybody except Biombo has scored. Wait, Biombo's the only one that hasn't scored? That's what Chris Bosh had in his spreads. Yeah. Jonathan, what happened to the TV? I'm not having any technical difficulties. Everything good on your ends? I'm showing all green, showing everything's good. FanDuel's down if that's what you're referencing. So if you watch on FanDuel, apparently they're down. Made 1 of 2. 87-67. We were hoping to cut the lead to, well, that's Sasser at the line for 2, by the way. Not cutting the lead to 12. Unless Reggie Miller checks in and gets, a bunch of points in a few seconds. Champagny, that might be an offensive foul. Is that a block? Wow, that was a lot of contact. I want to see a replay of that. He was moving. It's a block. That was a block. Simone Fettuccini with the block. Champagne going to lines for 2. Miro wants Duran back in. He'll probably come in the fourth. WKBDN Detroit went down. Oh, I don't know what that is, but that sucks. Selena Gomez in the house doing the color commentary. So I guess we have some Detroit fans coming in. Appreciate you coming in. I'm hoping our franchise does what yours did, is go from a losing team last season to a playoff team this year. I'm hoping next year the Spurs become that playoff team. I can show that game, Stephen D. Thank you very much for the super chat, and here it comes. Sucker! You know what? I hope Castle played a lot in the fourth. Unless it's a blowout, then pull him out in the last 5 minutes. No point in risking injury. But he was on fire in the third, and we took him out. Mitch, what are you doing? Unless he said, "Coach, my knees bother me" or whatever, pull me out. But he should have stayed in there longer. But Detroit fans, seriously, congratulations on the season turnaround. I'm happy for you. I mean that legit. I have no issue with the Detroit Pistons. I know we played each other in the finals many years ago. That's water under the bridge. But good for you guys. I hope that's us next year. Hopefully we are a 40 42 win minimum over 500 in a playoff team. I never trusted Spurs, but I always respected them ever since that Sean Elliott trade. That was a weird. So I know the trade Jonathan's referencing. The Spurs traded Sean Elliott for Dennis Rodman, which didn't work out good for the Spurs in the long run. And Elliott played 1 year for the Pistons and just didn't fit in. Just it didn't work at all. He had one of his worst seasons at that part of his young career, and became, I believe, a free agent, or maybe it was a trade. I don't remember, but he failed his physical with Detroit and ended up back on the Spurs again. And then the Spurs had Rodman for 1 more year. He was a distraction in San Antonio. They traded him to Chicago for Will Perdue. Next thing you know, 3 championships in Chicago. Of course, they had Jordan back plus Pippen, so that was their three-headed monster. Galaxy, I'm watching on my Roku on NBA League Pass. I buy NBA League Pass every year to watch the Spurs and call the games. We've called, I know there's some non-Spurs fans in here, but I've called every Spurs game so far this season, plus the Summer League and preseason. This is game number 84 for the channel. It'll be 95 total. Haven't missed a game. Don't plan it. Knock on wood. Hope to call the rest of the season. Akeem Olajuwon had a blank plot. You have the Spurs by Don. The Spurs are down 87-69. Scores right above my head, my friends. Scores above my head. Yeah, they've been in NBA, the bottom of the NBA for quite a few years, Randall. They finally clawed their way out. And you know, that whole situation last year, the year before, where fans had bags in their heads, and you could visibly tell the players were upset with what was happening in Detroit. I think they're chanting "Sell the team." I'm really happy for the guys that they turned it around. Manuel says DV often plays well when it doesn't matter. Jonathan says like boost for this gentleman. Thank you. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. And that's all we ask for on this channel. No Patreon, no memberships, none of that nonsense. No gambling sponsorships, none of that. Not trying to get you to do something you don't want to do. Just hit the thumb. Maybe you don't want to hit the thumbs up, but that's what I'm going to ask for. Hassel with another bucket. He wasn't just heating up, Tracy. He was on fire. He had hit 6 shots in a row. He just hit his 7th shot in a row. Castle started the game 0 for 7. He's now 7 of 14. Why take him out and put Kelvin in? I don't get Mitch Johnson. Mitch Johnson doesn't get Mitch Johnson. Shot clock violation, Spurs ball. Spurs slinging some D. He is on fire. 7 in a row is on fire. He should play most of the fourth quarter unless it becomes a blowout. Is my score a little different? Did they Castle in the paint again? Yeah, you get a shot block that time. Isaiah Stewart with the block. Yeah, I'm missing a point by Detroit. I don't know what I missed. My apologies, guys. It's 88-71. Fettuccine for 3, no good. Rebound by Holland. And a steal by Castle. Spurs got a 3-on-2. We blew the fast break, and then Castle throws it away. We are such a god-awful team at running fast breaks. What the hell? Can they practice that ish? Seriously, how do we always have numbers and screw up? Anybody? Bueller? Once a game, usually, right? We have a fast break, 3-on-2. I think that was a 4-on-2. No, nothing. Every damn time. Holland throws it up. Is this going to be a continuation? Holland is, yep, and one for Ron Holland. We are awful at that. I don't get it. It's like basketball 101. The Spurs need to work on that a lot this offseason. There's a lot of things they need to work on, including they need some milk. Ron Holland Sunday versus the Pelicans, 26 points, 5 boards, 6 assists. I'm assuming that was one of his best games of the year. He got the line for the and one. It's an and one. Jonathan, there's something. Now it's a double doink. There you go. Damon, you're always going to be the king of the double doink. You can say double doink to me all you want. You actually had a player double doink. Mamo in the paint misses a jumper. Cody Parking, was that the dude's name? Champagny with a 3, no good. Spurs another offensive shot, offensive rebound. Mamu for 3. I think it was Cody Parking. Lions TV, yeah, he should not be our coach next year. Jonathan with the $5 super sticker. Thank you very much. What the heck is going on with that sticker? Thank you very much. That's cute. Appreciate it. I missed the bucket by the Pistons wall. Thanking John for the sticker. Madrid, I'm watching on NBA League Pass. I don't have FanDuel. Telling Johnson, like jumper in the paint, good. Apparently, FanDuel Sports is down. What I'm watching has nothing to do with FanDuel. It's NBA League Pass. I buy that every year to watch the Spurs and call every game. And thank you guys for stopping in, Detroit fans. Is it a high five? It is a high five. Okay. I'm sorry. Yes, it's the little guy. I didn't see his little hand. It's a high five. Thank you. Self high five. Anybody? Barnes. Nope, not Barnes. Sorry, Wesley in the corner for three. I got confused there for a second. What I was thinking about. Thinking about Diamond Dial page. I'm sorry. Still Spurs ball. Spurs getting some offensive rebounds. Out to Mamu. Mamu's gonna pull the three down. We got to shoot. Shot clock's running out. Kellen's gonna take the long three off the back rim. No good. We did not, Damian. We did not, or you did not. And he actually didn't fumble that ball. He just fell. Seriously, I'll take the fall over a heartbreaking playoff loss like that. Much like the Giants Super Bowl that they lost, I'd rather they weren't even in it. That loss to the Ravens, I wish they were never in it. We got a timeout. The Pistons are really stepping on the Spurs tonight. If we presume that our big three is Wemby, Fox, and Castle, who do we keep and who do we trade? That is a good question, Frank. I've been kind of thinking about that myself. Is where does Devin Vassell fit in with this team? I like Devin. Wish him the best. He's got a pretty large salary compared to the rest of our guys. If your starting backcourt of the future is Fox and Castle, where does Devin fit into that? Are you playing Devin at small forward? Where does that leave Jeremy Sohan? Is the starting lineup next season Fox, Castle, Vassell, Sohan, Wemby? That's going to have some floor spacing issues for starters. It's going to be a small lineup, which has already been a problem for the team since Wemby went down. I don't know what they're going to do with the roster. I don't think Brian Wright's made some good moves, but our roster construction definitely needs a lot of adjusting. And I don't know if that means Vassell goes, Sohan goes, they both go. I don't know. I'm very curious what the Spurs are going to do in the offseason. We will, Jonathan. I think we will. So Vassell running the second unit. Thing is, he's making after the season 24 million a year. That's a lot to play. I mean, if he's going to be the sixth man, then what's that mean for Keldon Johnson? Is Keldon going to be moved? Who the heck knows? I appreciate that, Marco, stopping by for the thumbs up. I like your mock draft videos. Yes, we need side. I don't get what Bleach Report had us doing with that mock draft. I get some of what they're going at, but to draft two guys that were one guy went 6'6" and the other guy 6'7", I'm like, this team desperately needs size. Now, if they get something in free agency, that makes sense. But free agency is after the draft, so there's no guarantee they're going to get a big in free agency. So I don't know. I've not seen Lingma Ho. I don't know who that is. Was sell a six man in the future? I mean, hey, that guy worked out pretty damn good as a six man. If that's going to be Vassell's role in the future, so be it. I mean, he can score. I'm totally fine with Vassell being the six man type, but I think that means Kellen gets moved because they don't. They're similar players in the fact that they're very streaky. They're inconsistent. They Devin's a little bit better defender than Kellen, but neither one's a terrific defender. And there's the news right there. Jason Tatum with an ankle injury, and then Damian Lillard out indefinitely, a blood clot in his right calf. I think I think he's done for the season, guys. Those three aren't really a solid court. Fox, Castle, and Wemby. You don't think that's a solid court? I mean, where we draft this year will be part of that core as well. I think it's a solid core. I don't know. Yeah, somebody's got to step up. The cell is 6'8" as a keeper. That's a miss for the Spurs. I didn't see who shot that while I was talking to the chat. 98-76, 8:11 to go in, or 8:11 to go in the game. Ron Holland with the ball at the moment for Detroit. It pulls up, mid-range jumper, no good. Champagny with the rebound. Griffin Blake Wesley. Wesley will fly up the court and up the brakes. Gets it to Castle. Castle over to Mamu. Mamu fakes the three, pulls down the three. Back to Steph, 12 on the shot clock, 98-76. Steph did a little crossover action and going to get fouled. I think he's going to line for two. What would it take to get a Sarge's brother or on our team from Houston? To get a Sarge's brother? I don't, John, I don't get the reference. I like both players, Randy. It's just the new CBA is really going to, non-shooting foul, I think really going to change things moving forward for a lot of teams. We'll see. Mama's going to take a three now. Flash. Sandro Mama Keller's Valley. Got him right where we want him. Down by 19 with 7.5 minutes to go. Booyah. Right where we want him. Let's go. Let's give him some Chuck. Chuck. Derek, I did not hear that. I am not sure how the two would correlate. Traveling with that. A foul on the Spurs. Mamu's hit 2 threes, I think, tonight, hasn't he? You don't even know how you know you have a blood clot. Do you just feel something weird in your body? And if you do, get it checked out immediately because if you don't, I mean, just feel some, I think it's pain. You feel pain or something, which is tough because I'm getting older. I'm north of 40 and I feel pain in all sorts of various spots from working out. Only Vassell and Castle in double digits. Crikey. That's not good. Is anybody close to double digits for the Spurs? That's not there yet. Schroeder flies in the paint, tough layup, no good, rolls off the rim. Steph will bring it up for the Spurs. If we're gonna make this a game at all, we need a run right now. Champagny with the ball, turned it over. Hussar Thompson now with the ball. Gets it Hardaway. Hardaway in the paint. No good. Foul's going to the line for two. Barnes and Mom are close. General, what's up? This was an early game. 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, Falcon Lord. I think he's out for the season. Blood clot, that's usually a season-ending injury. Both have 9. Okay. Mamu has 9? Matthew, our coach is not very good. I'm not going to say he's the other word, but he's not very good. He is special. Old Pocket Pool Johnson. Tim Hardaway's first free throw is good, and Pistons trying to get to 100. We are at 127 thumbs up. We're getting very close to 150. 150 is the goal. I don't know if we can make it. I think there's enough of us to get there. So if you guys could hit the thumbs up about 23 more times, maybe 25, that would be greatly appreciated. Go Spurs, go to you. Dude, we do need Flava Flav at all the Spurs games. Monica, good evening to you. Veronica, the Spurs are not playing too well tonight. Cecil, I appreciate that. And good night to you. Flava Flav needs to, seriously, he needs to show up. And there's Tim Hardaway Sr. in the crowd. Run TMC, Chris Mullins, Tim Hardaway, and Mitch Richmond. That was a fun team to watch. Non-shooting foul for Castle. All right. Spurs ball. And the ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with San Antonio 11 on the shot clock. We need some chocolates. Anthony, the officiating, I mean, the NFL, the NBA, they don't want to play defense anymore. They just want scores to get run up. They think that brings in a lot of fans, and I think it's having the reverse effect. Kellen's going to get fouled. I don't know if this is going to be a shooting foul or not. Does everybody have their Yodis? For all the Yodi winners on the channel, we got some Yodi winners. Go grab your Yodi because Yodi wants to do a Yodi boop with everybody. Who wants to do a Yodi boop? A Yodi boop. A Yodi boop. Who wants to do a Yodi boop with me? Felon's at the line for two. Hope you got your Yodi. You ready? All right. Here comes the boop. In three, two, one. V Mark, congratulations on your FanDuel getting back. Believe me, I've had one game this year where I was watching ESPN on Sling and it went down for like 10 minutes. It was probably the most infuriating night I've had. And then my stream was going down too. It was just, I don't know if there was like some kind of noise in my fiber optic line, but it was rough. Yeah, so if anybody's new, we try to be a giving Spurs channel. So this is Yodi, which is the Spurs mascot, but he's Coyote's big and Yodi's little, so he's baby Yodi. What we've been doing is whenever the Spurs win and it's not looking good tonight, for the month of March, March Madness, we're doing a giveaway every time the Spurs win. I really try to give back to the community, be, not one of those channels that says, you know, take, pay my Patreon, pay my sponsorship, or not, you know what I mean? Like, put money here or there. I want to be the reverse. Don't ask for that stuff and just do giveaways for, the fans that have supported the channel for our family, Spurs family has supported the channel for years now through these losing seasons. Castle's going to go to the line for two. Both teams are in the bonus. They passing a lot of two now. I don't know what's going on in Texas. But I live in Connecticut, which may shock some of you. Giants fan, Yankees fan, Spurs fan because of Mr. Robinson right there. My God, Castle's first free throw, good. It's got 18 points now. Steph, you pad those stats for Rookie of the Year, buddy. Yes, Tracy. This is all happening a little too late. We're playing much better in the second half. I think we're actually outscoring them in the second half. Were they up by 25 at the half? I think we might be outscoring them. Yeah, Steven, at least it's an early game. Tim Duncan's a great player. Hold on to those rookie cards. Or send them to my P.O. box. I'm just kidding. JT, what's going on? Yeah, not a good game for us. Like the Pistons are a playoff team. We're not. And I know there's gonna be some Spurs fans that are like, they didn't have Cade. Ow, my arm just popped. I don't know if the camera picked that up. Yeah, they didn't have Cade. We don't have Wemby or Fox or Pop. If Pop was still here, I'm gonna ask the chat to the Spurs fans. If Pop was the coach the whole season, Mitch Johnson never happens. Pop never has his health issue. What's the plus minus? Do you think the Spurs have X amount more wins, the same amount of wins, or do some of you think we'd have less wins? Curious your thoughts. I don't know why Sony's not playing any minutes, Paisan. You got me. He they have mismanaged his. I think they've been doing a bad job developing Jeremy Sohan. Point Sohan last year, center Sohan this year. He's been coming off the bench a lot. Is this a sign that they're not going to re-sign him? Felton with the ball with the shot clock expiring, drives in the paint. Pull up J is no good. Gets his own miss, and a follow-up layup is good. Roughly 10 plus more wins. Wow. Keldon with 8 points, but he's only 3 of 9 from the field. Another rough shooting night for Keldon as Duren gets in there. Detroit fans, I'll be transparent with you. The 2022 draft, I was calling for Jalen Duren. Barnes for 3, no good. I wanted Jalen Duren, not Jeremy Sohan. I hope Sohan works out, but now sitting there, the live reaction still on the channel. I was like, Jalen Duren. No. Randy, or that's his look. He wears a giant claw. That's what he does. Speaking of Duren, going to the line for two, and I gotta think garbage time is right around the corner for both teams. Oh, so I'm not too upset about not drafting Şengün in that draft because he went what 3 or 4 spots after that. I don't know when he was drafted. It worked out. We got Wemby. What I am still upset about though is that we drafted Primo at all 12th. He was projected to go in the mid 20s. Drafting him that high, I mean, myself and many of you, I'm sure, had the same reaction when he was drafted. Who? because he was not on our radar at all. Jordan missed the first free throw, made the second. He's having a tough night at the line, 2 of 5. I don't think it's full tank mode. I think the players are still going to try Tracy, but we are playing some really good teams. We might tank just by the nature of who we're playing. Vassell for 3, no good. Now we have another whistle. So I haven't done any Ninja Turtle content on there yet, Rick, but the other channel, I'm going to put it in here right now. It's called I Make Crap, and it's kind of a play on things because I've had a lot of second YouTube channels that didn't, just never got off the ground, but I still have a lot of that content. So I'm cleaning up all that old content. Stuck in the 80s film reviews. There's 75 reviews for there. All my non-sports music I've done. I'm also a musician, vocals, guitars, bass, drums, a little bit of keyboard or piano, whatever. And something else. Oh, and my independent films I did from 2003 to 2017, which are really bad, but pretty funny, especially the outtake reels. The outtake reels are at the end of every video for the movies. But I do an I Like Crap playlist, which is part of the channel where I'm putting new content where I'm talking about comic books, bad movies I own, and that's been a lot of fun. And I was talking to the channel tonight. I'm going to bust out all my old toys for one of those episodes. I think I will actually. I have 2 tubs of toys, and I'm just going to grab a camera, grab a tub, and just start emptying out on camera and have a little fun. It's just a place where I can do stuff that wouldn't make sense on this channel, as this is a sports channel. I do have a drum set too, so maybe I don't know, maybe I'll do a bad drum solo on there. I don't see well. It kills. Yes, I caught the news. It sucks. Well, we're going to the garbage time. It's 1:10:87. We have a timeout. Yep, benches are emptying. After the three-pointer by Detroit, I didn't see who shot that. Um, wow, it's gonna be a tough loss for the Spurs. 3-game win streak halted in a blowout loss. And I mean, yes, we beat some bad teams in that 3-game win streak, but we also beat the Knicks, who are a playoff team. You're gonna start wearing a giant microwave around your neck. I might be a little on the heavy side. I'm guessing. I came here because it reminded me of Wemby. He'll be back, Peter. We got 11 more games after this. I'll be live for all of them. I hope they're not like this, though. Veronica and Microwave would come in handy. Veronica, you missed the ninja rap earlier. And I didn't just ninja rap the chorus. I'm not sorry, not me. Mikey sang the first verse. He did. The first verse of ninja rap, and then he was dancing and doing his thing, flipping around. Well, he wasn't really flipping around, but he can flip around doing ninja kicks. I made an action figure movie back when I was 20 years old, Jonathan, with GI Joe guys, and I had a lot of ketchup flying because that was the fake blood. I don't know if I want to put it up on that channel because I swore a lot in that. There are a lot of F bombs. Um, it's horrible. I let my girlfriend watch it. It's almost embarrassing how bad it is, but also because of how bad it is, maybe I should put it up there at some point. Yep, yep. Stefan Castle played well in the second half. He was over 7 in the first, and then he hit like 7 shots in a row between the third and fourth quarter. So he started playing much better. But overall, this was a rough game for the whole team. Uh, Poor offense, poor defense, just bad across the board. And we have a tough schedule coming up, do we not? Jason Tatum injured. I hope that's not serious. I think we have a really rough schedule coming up. I'm pulling up the Spurs schedule now. We got Cleveland on Thursday and the Celtics on Saturday and the Warriors on Sunday. Oh my gosh. Those are 3 teams definitely going to the playoffs. The Warriors have been playing much better since they brought Jimmy Butler over. This could be the start of a losing streak, and I'm trying not to be negative, but we have those 3 teams, then the Magic, which that's a winnable game, then the Nuggets, then the Cavs, then Portland. So it ain't gonna be easy. I think we're all reserves now on the Spurs. We are. Blake, Biombo, Mamu, McLaughlin, Malachi Branham's in the game. But when Malachi's in there, it's full on garbage time. Mamu with the shot, no good. We'll probably stick around to about the 2-minute warning and then probably call it a night. Unless somehow the Spurs make it close. Snap the Glad and Banking, what happened? We played bad. The Heat are beating the Warriors by 18. Let's go, Miami Heat. It was 13 or 14 when you took a nap. Who played good? The Pistons, not us. Four coming losses, the price of winning three in a row. I mean, I hope it's not four in a row, Muhammad. I hate calling these games when we're getting beat down. It is what it is. 111.87, one more free throw coming up. Both teams are in the bonus. Boy, I think Milwaukee's done. I mean, they'll still make the playoffs. Just Giannis alone will help get them there, and there's enough talent around to get to the playoffs. But without Dame, no. Jordan McLaughlin in the paint gets a bucket. Hey, he was part of the trade for Darren Fox. I have one too many points up on the Pistons. My bad. Biombo with the goose egg. Favorite appliance? Um, what if you wore an egg beater around your neck? Yes, Veronica, I think they will. I think they will. Yeah, they probably will. Will they play the whole game? We'll see. Uh, Jason Tatum is hurt. He might not be available for that game. It is Spurs ball, down by 22. McLaughlin for three. No good. Mamu with the putback thunder. You know what? I haven't done this all night. More the huge dunk from Mamu.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Yo, I don't know why Soan's minutes are getting cut either. I'm confused. Michael, they don't have Cade Cunningham, but we don't have Wemby, Fox, or Pop. Let's not forget that. The Pistons also don't have Jaden Ivey. They're still a playoff team. And actually, you guys were saying in the chat earlier that they play well without Cade, so this is an example of them playing well without Cade. Pistons are a good team. Malachi Branham for three. Hey. He's been actually shooting three fairly well this year. In limited action. Averaging 4 points a game in 8 minutes. I don't think I know who some of these Pistons guys are anymore. 117.94. They don't know someone's true position. You missed the UFC? Veronica, the UFC's still going. It's going strong. You just not watching anymore? McLaughlin runner, no good. Long rebound out to Malachi Branham. Gets it into Mamu. Mamu in the paint. And he's going to get fouled, go to line for two. Everybody except Biombo scored now. What we don't have outweighs what the Pistons don't have. Yes, four pause. I would agree there. Oh, she said UFO. Oh, UFO. I looked at it. I said UFC. I was like, UFC? No, UFC's still around. UFO. I got it. The one. Oh, you mean Area 51? I mean this. Did Mamu just miss them both? Mamu just missed them both. We can't make our darn free throws. Gosh darn it. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. This game's obviously over. We're near 150 thumbs up. If you could hit the thumbs up on the way out, I greatly appreciate it. Oh gosh, yeah. Game's over. We're down by, that was the Enterprise. We're down by 25. That's the Enterprise. Wait a minute. Why does that look like the spaceship from the Next Generation? Boy, catching you at the end of the stream. The Spurs get blown out tonight. It sucks. Wesley for three. Nope. Mama with the rebound. I'll be back at it Thursday, but Biombo apparently is the only Spur that has not scored. Butterfly, I don't think it's that we're tanking. We're playing some really good teams. Thank you, Rick. Go Ninja, go to you too. William, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. The game's over. I got a lot going, of course, trying to do more content with this channel with the documentaries. Working a lot on the second channel. So, oh, Caps Thursday. Oh, boy. That's going to be rough, guys. The Cavs, they're pretty good. Yeah, great. Garbage time 3. Thanks. Thank you all. Please hit the thumbs out. Appreciate you. On behalf of myself, Selena, Yoni, Headband Grogu, and Lil Mikey, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Spurs go.